Hello, Facebook family, and everyone that's going to be watching this live video. If you're on my email list, hello. If you're watching me live on Facebook, hello. I guess you're wondering, why is Dr. Saundra talking so low right now? Well, it's because I'm actually in one of my favorite places in the world, and that is the Hunt Library. For those of you that know me well, you know I love to read, I love libraries, I love schools, all that sort of thing. So we just finished up a photo shoot for something that we're doing, and so I'm actually here in the library. That's why my face is all made up. We just finished that. So I'm actually here in the library finishing this photo shoot, but I wanted to share something with you. Now, I'm sure that you saw the title that Dennis threw away my cookies. He put my cookies in the trash. Well, I want to tell you a little bit about something and a revelation that God gave me, and I had to actually keep on the outfit that I had on for the photo shoot so you could really get the gist of this. Hello, Pastor Terrain. Hello, Shanika. Hi, Lisa. Thank you, Shanika. Thank you, thank you. So this is what happened. So now my husband has been trying to get me to work out and just take much better care of myself. Okay, no, they were not Girl Scout cookies, Shanika. I would have been really mad. They were Girl Scout cookies. All right, but my husband has been trying to, and I'm talking low, y'all, because I'm in a library. Okay, all right. My husband has been trying to get me to work out and just take better care of myself, because if you know me, you know that one thing that I absolutely love is fast food. I love sweets, cakes, pies, cookies, Hardee's, McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, you name it, I love fast food. Well, as we all know, that is not healthy. That is not healthy. I couldn't continue that. So my husband said he stays on me and telling me to exercise, and he just stays on me and everything. So he said, Saundra, if you just give me a couple of months, okay, give me 90 days, and let me work with you for 90 days, you'll see a difference in your appearance. And so I said, oh, okay. I said, if it'll make you be quiet, and then I'll do it. All right. So for the past 90 days, it actually hasn't been a full 90 days yet, but for the past, I would say 60 days, I have been working with my husband. He's been working me out, and I've been working really hard with him. So let me tell you what happened. So I got a weak moment. Okay, I got a weak moment. And in that weak moment, I bought some Chips Ahoy cookies. And you know the Chips Ahoy cookies, I can't remember who they're made by, but you know they're in the blue package. They are chocolate chip cookies. You know about those cookies. So I got a weak moment in the grocery store, and Bradley was in the grocery store with me, and I said, Bradley, that's our son. I said, Bradley, do you want these cookies? And Bradley just said, no, Mom, I don't really eat Chips Ahoy cookies. But I bought them anyway, and I put them on Bradley, knowing that I was the one that wanted the cookies. Oh, by Keebler. Thank you, Regina. Hey, Regina, how you doing? So I put it on Bradley. So anyway, got the cookies, finished at the grocery store. Bradley and I came on home. I put the cookies in the cabinet like I always do. So that later on that night, I go downstairs to get 2 cookies and just a little bit of milk, because I can't drink much milk because I suffer from acid reflux, so I can't drink a lot of whole milk. But anyway, so I go down there to get the cookies. Well, I open the cabinet and the cookies are gone. The cookies are no longer in the cabinet. So I said, Bradley must have the cookies. Oop, that video turned on. Bradley must have the cookies upstairs in his room. So I go upstairs looking for the cookies. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Hey, Cousin Ron, how you doing? So I go upstairs looking for the cookies. Cookies aren't in Bradley's room. I said, Bradley, have you seen the cookies? He said, no. So I go into the bedroom, my bedroom. My husband's in my bedroom. So I said, Dennis, have you seen my Chips Ahoy cookies? And he said, you did not need those cookies. You did not need them. So I could tell he was a little ticked. You know, we've been married. This Friday, my husband and I will be married 27 years. And when you're married to somebody for 27 years, you know when they're angry, okay? Or when they're a little ticked, right? So anyway, so I could tell he was a little ticked. So I said, what's the problem? He said, you did not need those cookies. And I said, but what did you do with my Chips Ahoy cookies? And he didn't answer me. He said, so I put them up. So I go back downstairs. I'm looking through the different cabinets and stuff in the house. Didn't see my cookies. I'm like, where are my cookies? So then I went back upstairs. And do you know that man would not tell me what he did with the cookies? So I kind of copped a little attitude. All right, y'all know how real I can be, right? So I copped a little attitude. And I got a spoonful of peanut butter, and I ate the peanut butter, and then I just went on back to doing what I was doing. So the next day, I said, Dennis, what did you do with my cookies? He still didn't answer me. I said, you put my cookies in the trash can, didn't you? And he just kind of looked at me, and I said, Dennis Williams, did you put my cookies in the trash can? And he said, he didn't say anything. So when Dennis doesn't say anything, that means that I'm correct. And if he says something, he knows it's going to make me even madder than I already am. So anyway, he put my cookies in the trash. Well, I was kind of ticked for a minute. But here is what the Lord showed me out of that whole thing. All right, this is what the Lord showed me out of that. And that is this. Sometimes there's some stuff that's around you, that's in you, that people have been attempting to put on you, whether it's situations, whether it's their burdens, whether it's something that you don't even need to be a part of, but sometimes there's some stuff that you need to get rid of. And when you don't have the strength or the willpower to get rid of it yourself, then you need to have someone in your life that can throw some stuff away for you. Okay? You need to have someone in your life that can take the trash that you don't need and throw it away for you. Because sometimes we're just not strong enough. Sometimes we're in relationships that we need to get away from. You know, I tell my son all the time, if I don't like her, I'm going to have to bust that up, Bradley. If I don't like her, she got to go. Okay? Or if I shouldn't say not like her. If she's not the right girl for you, then I might have to bust that right on up. You know how you know how we mamas do sometimes. But the thing about it is that when Dennis threw those cookies in the trash can, he was throwing them in the trash can for my own good. See, I wanted to eat the cookies. But sometimes there's some things that we want to remain a part of, but because some people can see better than we can, sometimes they need to throw it out for us. So here it is. Yes, sometimes other people need to help us prune some things from our lives. I like that. Thank you, Joyce. Hey, Joyce, how you doing? Sometimes other people need to prune some stuff from us when we don't have the ability to prune it ourselves. You see, I could have eaten all the whole Chips Ahoy. I could have eaten both rows. You know how it is. I could have eaten both rows of those Chips Ahoy cookies and been just as content. But let me tell you something. There's a reason why I kept this suit on. As we just finished, I had several different outfits, and so I kept this particular suit on because, see, last year, this time, I was about to bust out of this suit. I couldn't hardly even button it. See right there? Last year, I couldn't even button the suit. So when I put the suit on today, I was telling my makeup artist and photographer, I said, you know what? I literally can button this suit. And I said, on top of that, I don't have on all my stuff underneath that I usually need in order to button it. It's just me underneath. And I said, I am so excited. And then I began to think about it. I said, let me take this little Oreo cookie this Chips Ahoy cookie a little bit further. All right. And that is this. That is, see, Dennis could see that if I kept working with him for the 90 days, that eventually I'd be able to get back in to where he wanted me to be physically in terms of my health, that sort of thing. Okay? So that's why he had to throw the cookies in the trash can. That's just how God does us. Sometimes God brings somebody along that gets rid of some stuff in your life so that you can fit into the promise that God already has made for you. But you can't get to the promise because you want to hang on to some cookies. Come on now. If I wasn't in the Hunt Library, I might start running around here about now. But that's what I'm trying to get you all to see, is that, yes, it was a simple throwing some cookies in the trash can. Yes, that was a simple thing. And yes, I did get a little ticked about it. But now that I can get into this suit, now that this suit, look there you go. Now that this suit buttons all the way up, okay, now that this suit buttons all the way up, now I'm grateful for what my husband did of throwing the cookies in the trash can. And see, sometimes when God sends somebody to break some stuff up in your life, sometimes when God sends somebody to interrupt a relationship that you might not need to be in, but you can't see it, sometimes when God sends somebody or puts you in a situation that breaks some stuff off of you that you've been having to deal with, don't get angry about it. Don't get mad about it. It's just God getting ready to fit you into a promise that he already has for you, that thing that you have on right now can't go with you. Oh, I'm excited. Yes, ma'am. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. God will do it every single time. Yes, the perspective has been changed. Yes, Pastor Terrain, the perspective has been changed. I tell you what. So we were, one of the things that I'm learning in terms of physically that, the things that you eat, you can't just eat everything. I just turned 54 years old, so I can't eat everything that I used to eat a long time ago. So I need some help. All right. I need some help. God has me going into places that I've never been before. All right. He has me in situations and helping people that I've never had to help before. But in order to do that, there had to be some things in my life that had to go. All right. And I'm not just talking about the cookies now. I'm talking about some other kinds of things. Sometimes you can't get to a blessing that God has for you because you still want to hang on to some stuff that if you just released it, God would allow you to step into your blessing. So I'm about to get loud up in here. And you know what? People are kind of looking around the corner wondering, who is she talking to and what is she doing? But you know what? I want you all to remember. And remember this in terms that when my husband threw away those cookies, he threw away some junk that could possibly keep me from being able to fit in this suit. Okay? So when God breaks some things off of you, when God says, I don't think you need to hang around her anymore, let's just break that on up. Okay. Sometimes we see things that we see them as going through when it's really God trying to move you out of a situation. It's really God trying to take you away from a place so that he can put you in a place that he has for you. All right. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I tell you what, God just blessed me with that. It all started from my husband throwing my cookies in the trash can. All right. So, but now I'm glad he threw them away because I feel good in this suit. And Michelle Jones Edlin, this is for you. This suit is red. Normally my suits are pink and or green, but today I wanted to put on this red suit because that's what she told me to wear. The lady who was doing this said, let's wear the red today. And so when I put this red on and I buttoned this suit up, the Lord said, see, when you threw away those cookies, you can button the button. And what I'm telling you all, when you get rid of some stuff in your life, when somebody comes along and helps you and gets rid of some stuff that's in your life, then you can walk into the blessing that God has already fitted just for you. I love y'all. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.